Teacher, teacher, what is debt? And how come we seem to have so much of it in the United States?
Jimmy, that's a very good question. Let's take a look at what's going on within the budget environment with the United States. Here's a projection the President and the Office of Budget and Management have submitted in their document for budget approval.
Teacher, what are all the D's? It looks like every year has a D.
Yes, Jimmy, that's right. D stands for deficit. That means that their budget is spending more than the revenue that they're taking in. And that's a wrong concept, isn't it? Let's take a closer look. For one thing, if your budget is higher than the income, then you have to do something to bring down the budget. And you may also have to bring up the income. Can you think of any ways in which we might do this?
Teacher, when my dad's work was going on, he said that in order to solve the problem, they had to take cuts across the board and reduce staff.
Well, that's one right way to do that. Has there been any action like that taken by the federal government?
Not right now. My dad says they're not doing anything except politically talking about it.
Well, that is what seems to have happened, and that's why their approval rating is so low. Now, are there any other ways you could bring down the budget?
My daddy said that there was when his job was in jeopardy, they downsized it because they needed to trim and make their company more efficient. It cost my daddy a job. That's what happened.
Well, that is true. There are some very, very dire consequences that need to take place. Now, the president is asking for more income. He wants income in terms of taxes. Now, he thinks that all of America is behind him in that regard. But what has really happened is that most people want to bring up income with more jobs. Create more jobs and you'll have a better income. So we could have an improved income, lower the budget by getting fiscally responsible, and my goodness, we could turn this country around so we could all be better off. If you look at the long term, what should happen is that the budget should continually go down, and that we should try to work to make the revenues increase. And when we do that, if we have a budget that's significantly less than the revenues that we're bringing in, we could pay down our debt and make this country of ours more fiscally responsible.
Thank you, teacher. I have a friend who's written a book called Tea Party Steeps for a Stronger America. And I think Congress in all of America should read it, and maybe they would get to be a better country.